This is the way Marxist community organizer Saul Alinsky, of whom Obama is a disciple, explained in Rules for Radicals, quote, "Organization for action will now and in the decade ahead center upon America's white middle class. That is where the power is. When more than three-fourths of our people from both the point of view of economics and of their self-identification are middle class, it is obvious that their action or inaction will determine the direction of change. Large parts of the middle class, the silent majority, must be activated. Action and articulation are one, as are silence and surrender." Alinsky went on, "Our rebels have contemptuously rejected the values and way of life of the middle class. They have stigmatized it as materialistic, decadent, bourgeois, degenerate, imperialistic, warmongering, brutalized, and corrupt. They are right." Obama views you this way too, folks. "They are right," writes Alinsky. "But we must begin from where we are if we are to build power for change. And the power and the people are in the big middle class majority." And so it is, folks, that for Alinsky, the middle class is both celebrated and despised, the so-called middle class. Alinsky's views were an important influence on Obama. And so here we are. But let me ask you a question. What does it mean to be middle class? Who populates this middle class, a phrase invented and perpetuated by Karl Marx himself? Is the 25-year-old female paralegal who graduated from college, works at a large law firm, earns $85,000 a year, is unmarried and without children, lives in an apartment in Manhattan, and rarely attends church is she in the same middle class as the 57-year-old male auto mechanic who did not graduate from high school, works at Pep Boys, earns $55,000 a year, lives in a row home in northeastern Philadelphia, is married with 4 children, and attends church every single Sunday? Are they both in the middle class? For you and me, this manner of thinking has the potential to evolve into a politically dangerous myopia that substitutes the hard work of advancing liberty and free enterprise and wealth creation and opportunity and preserving the civil society with a political strategy that has ephemeral usefulness, yet suggests universal acceptance of a static class structure that is foreign to the free market and foreign to the American civil society. This manner of thinking, the middle class, the upper class, the poor class, this manner of thinking also places artificial constraints on people, which is exactly what Obama and his ilk want. And our challenge is to deconstruct this argument and to inspire the individual to appreciate the miracle of the free market and enthusiastically engage in it. Liberty and tyranny on the free market.